In this tutorial, we'll take a look at my 3 favorite applications in Microsoft. That is Copilot, Microsoft Lists, and Microsoft Excel. Now, when I'm teaching these courses, I get a lot of questions. In this course, we'll like to do something very, very specific. I want to go ahead and combine these 3 tools to see if we can really be productive here. As a matter of fact, we're going to use Copilot to generate some data, and then we'll manage the data with lists. And then once we've collected data in the lists, we'll go ahead and analyze the data in Excel. The first thing I'll do is I'll go ahead and pull up Copilot. Now, you can run Copilot from the cloud. You can just go to office.com and Copilot should be on your home page here. So I'm going to prompt it for a few things here. I'm going to ask it to go ahead and create a company memo for a learning management system upgrade. Okay, so here's my prompt. I'll go ahead and run that. And let's see. Okay, so it's billing it out for me. Okay, so pretty good. So we have what's changing, we have key dates, we have what we need to do. And let's see, let's go ahead and add some more detail in here. Let's go ahead and include some training session details. And let's see if we can also, let's include session details first. All right, here we go. Some training sessions are in here. And let's add a feedback section as well. So let's do that. Just want to have enough data in here so that I can generate a list of tasks from this memo. So we will have some action items in here. And we want to be able to track those action items or tasks in a Microsoft list and then be able to analyze the data in Excel. Okay, so this looks pretty good. We don't have to have everything here because we can go ahead and actually use lists to add any other details that we need to add in here. What I'm going to say is, well, let's go ahead and create a list of tasks related to the upgrade. All right, so I'll go ahead and let's see what this gives me. Now, if you already have a working document, that's perfectly fine. I just wanted to kind of showcase how Copilot can help us to just kind of organize these different tasks here as well. Okay, so we have planning and preparation, technical setup. Okay, so this looks pretty good. I have 5 different sets of tasks here. I do want to export this as an Excel checklist, but I do want to add some more columns. So I'll say add some task-based columns. We want things like, due date. There we go, perfect. So task, owner, due date, status. And let's see if we have, this is really, really nice. We have a lot of detail in here and we actually have more columns in here to work with. So this is actually really good. Okay, so what I would like to do is export this as an Excel file. So I'll go ahead and export as an Excel file. And then once that is finished, I should get the link here to actually download the actual Excel file. Here it is. I'll go ahead and download it. And I'm just going to go ahead and open up this file here. So I'll just click here and open this up. More than likely, it's saved as a CSV file. Let me go ahead and click on enable editing here. And there we go. Let's go ahead and fix all of these columns. And let's go ahead and center align all the data as well. Now, I do want to convert this to a table because the next step is for me to upload this into a Microsoft list. Why a list? Well, there's a lot of benefits, right? If I have a lot of columns here, entering data consists of, going to the next available line and entering the data in here. If I have a lot of columns, I may want just a more modern way to get this done. We'll see. It will make sense in just a little bit. Right now, I do want to convert this to a table. So I'll just click on the Insert tab here and click on Insert Table. There we go. I'll go ahead and give the table a name, just for reference, make it easier to import this into Microsoft List. And I'll just call this LMS tasks. Right. Good to go. I'm going to save this to, I actually don't have to save it to my OneDrive. I can just save it here and I'm good to go. Okay, so the next thing I'll do, I'll go ahead and head on over to Microsoft Lists. So I'll head back over to office.com and I'll click on my apps here, and here's Microsoft Lists. So I'll go ahead and click here. As you can see, I have a lot of lists in here. Again, one of my favorite applications. I'll go ahead and create a new list. And one of the options is to create a list from or import from Excel. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to click on Excel here. And then I can either upload the file from my computer, or I can go ahead and attach it from my OneDrive. It is on my computer, so I'll go ahead and upload the file here. Very good. So I was able to upload it, and you can see it's searching for a table. So that's why it's important to convert your list into a table before you upload it into or import it into a Microsoft List. It only works with tables. All right, so we have a couple of columns here. So this is the title. That's perfectly fine. Single line of text. So these are just data types. This is actually should be a date field. I can't change that right now. Let's see if I can change that afterwards. Single line of text, that's perfectly fine as well. I can even change this to a choice. I'll change this to a choice column. And priority, this will be a choice column as well. And then notes will be single line of text. Okay, I'll go ahead and click next. And let's see what happens here. And so we have, I'll go ahead and click on create. So again, you can either add this to another team site or SharePoint site. I'll go ahead and click on create here. And let's just see what the benefits are of using list to collect the data as opposed to using an Excel file. So here is our Excel file converted into a list. Right? And let's see if I can fix this date column here. I'm going to go to column settings and click on edit. And let's see. Okay, so I'll change this to date and time. I do not want to include the time. I'll go ahead and press save. I'll go ahead and save it here. So there you go. You can see it converted that due date column into actual dates in here as well. So let's do a quick recap. So here's the actual task. Here's the owner. I should actually make this a drop down as well. The due date, the status, the priority, and the notes. So the benefit of using list, if I want to go ahead and add a new item, I get a nice form that I can use to actually fill out the actual data. So this is pretty nice. So now I have some drop downs that I can use. I did convert the status column into a drop down or choice. Also the priority, high and medium. I can do that. Now I have a date picker for the due date. So this is just a more modern experience. And what's really nice is you can go ahead and share, right? So we can go ahead and share this list. And whoever we share the list with, we can grant different types of access. So think of just clicking on a link, being brought to this really nice form where you can just go ahead and add a new item without having to scroll multiple columns. You can also edit in grid view. So if I want to click on edit in grid view in here, I can go ahead and add a new item, and it gives me a little bit more of the Excel experience. So I can press tab to just navigate from one cell to the next. I'm good to go, but I don't want to add a new one. Just want to see what that looks like here. So pretty cool. So we're able to use Copilot to extract or create a list of tasks from an existing document. And we're able to save those list of tasks in an Excel table. And now we're able to upload or import it into a Microsoft list. And pretty good. I'll go ahead and just add a new item here just so I can have some data in here. Okay, so maybe I'll just have a beta test group. And the owner will be IT, and we'll just put in a due date in here. Let's see, we'll go for the 4th. And the status, this is in progress. Priority is high priority. And there we go. For the notes, I'll just say one member from, or say one member per department. Go ahead and press save. And that's how easy it is to add an actual record in here. So we're good to go. Okay, well, the whole idea is that as time progresses here, this list will grow. We'll have a lot of data to collect. And we can analyze the data here if we want to, right? It is another learning curve. We do have some filters in here. We can create different views as well. But we can do some grouping, some sorting, and some filtering. But we just want to use the list to actually collect the data, right? So we send out the link, click on the link, go ahead and add your data. We can even generate a form that simply collects data that will populate this list here. But let's say this is near the end of the project and we want to go ahead and analyze the data in an Excel file. This is where the magic comes in. So now I can click on Export to Excel. And notice how it's showing up as a query. So we know that there's going to be a connection between the Excel file and the actual list here. I'll go ahead and open this up. And I'll click on Enable. And it's basically scrubbing that Microsoft list and inserting a table for us in the form of a query. This path here, whenever you see this, this lets you know that it's connected to an actual Microsoft list. So now the benefit is I can do something like I can go ahead and create a pivot table to kind of track the work that's going on here, right? So we can see that 1 is complete, 4 is in progress, and we have 8 that has not been started. Well, you may say, well, Mo, can I make a change here in the Excel file and have it populate the list? And the answer is no. It goes one way, right? So I'll go ahead and just put a small note here. So I'll say the list updates the Excel file, right? So as changes are made to the list, the Excel file here will be updated. So right now we have 13 tasks that are in here. So I'm going to, I'll minimize this for now. I should close it, but I'll go ahead and minimize it. I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to make a change here to the due date for the beta test group. So I'm going to click on Edit in Grid View. There we go. And I'll go ahead and, sorry about that, there we go. So I'll change the due date. Let's say the due date is going to be the 5th. Right. I'll go ahead and click on Exit Grid View, and I'm good to go. You can also open it this way just by clicking on it, and then we can actually edit it from this view as well. Well, I'll go ahead and close this. I'm going to refresh my screen. And let's go back to the Excel file. And I'm going to refresh it here as well. So once I click on the table design, I'll go ahead and click on refresh. Right, so here's the original date, the 4th. I'll go ahead and click on refresh. And there you go. We can see the change has been updated. So just by clicking refresh here on the table design tab, it rescans that Microsoft list and it shows the entry here. So whether you modify an existing record or add additional records, the Excel file will reveal the change for you as well, which is pretty cool. So now we have the best of both worlds. So again, we can collect the data using a simple form or modern experience here. And then once all the data is collected, we can run some analysis on the actual data here. Right? So we have the Analyze Data tab to get a lot of insights into what's going on. We can go ahead and insert pivot tables with this here as well. So just wanted to share these tips with you. Really nice way for 3 of those tools to come together to help us to just be more effective in our workspace.